No, always nice to win. The lads played very well.
What kind of problems do Kamen and Camby present?
Well, one of them's developed, he's their leading scorer, and he's developed into a very fine post player, and also a pretty darn good jump shooter. So he can go inside, outside. There aren't many fives that can do that. Camby creates more problems as a shot blocker on the defensive end. He's a high post player, and we're used to playing against him.
Can Mikey Moore help you weather the storm while Roney and Bruce are beat up a little bit here?
Oh yeah, that's why we brought him in.
He's slight, but he's so guard and a bigger guy that came in, Mikey Moore.
Well, I don't know who can guard, Kamen. He needs help, support, whoever guards him. He's a handful for us, but we'll figure it out. Mikey's going to play against the starting fives. Randolph will play against the backup fives. But I'm not sure that we're not going to have Goose, so I wouldn't build your story around that. He has a sore back right now.
Coaching against Barron,
No, not really. Just good to see him. I don't get a kick out of coaching against anybody anymore. It's all hard work.
Does Randolph just need a little more experience before you're comfortable with him guarding out the starting center, or what does he need to work on to be able to do that?
Just more experience. You ought to love the position. It's it's really a good position to play, and I think he's got a lot of good skills to be a good five.
Does he seem pretty open to trying that position out? To develop into that?
Oh, he's been great. I don't think it's the offensive end that's going to be a problem for him. It'll be the he's not used to all the pushing and the bulk that goes on with starting fives. That's why I'm playing him against the subs. Most subs are similar in builds to him. Now the Clippers, have another big guy too, but I think he can play against the backups.
Monte did quite a bit of playmaking last night. You envision him doing more of that as he develops it?
I did. I mean, that's what I was hoping for. But this is the first time that he's responded on the floor. But we talk about moving the ball and knowing where your teammates are. We've been talking about that forever. Finally, did a really good job. Not just scoring, but he had 12 assists. That's a lot for any guard, unless you're Steve Nash.
Is that what kind of game you envisioned when you thought about him as a one?
That's what I had hoped for. I mean, I think, his, like he likes to refer to himself as just a guard. Now he's playing with a good point guard. I think that really opens his game up. You always want your two guards to make plays as well as your point guard. You want everybody to make plays.
Is that what you miss most when Barron left and you get some of that back if Monte continues to
Well, I want Monte to play to his strength and do what it is that he does, but I want him to keep improving his passing game as we go along.
What's going on with his jump shot right now? Can you put your finger on that?
I don't know how much he played this summer, and he hadn't shot it well in training camp either. I think he had one preseason game where he made that jumper, but that's a shot that he makes in the past, not this year yet.
get a treatment today, and we'll see how it goes tomorrow. And hopefully I will play, but it's day by day, and we'll see tomorrow.
Will you figure out, I guess, after shoot around or try to...
Yeah, after the shoot around and after the treatment, then we will see how I feel, and hopefully I'll be able to play.
Talk about that Kamen or Canby matchup, whoever you would be matched up on, what problems they present for you.
You know, it will be pretty hard. They have really a big lineup, and they're both big, and they can block shots and rebound the ball, so it'll be a lot of team effort, and you know, we'll need some guards to help us a little bit on that one.
Is the fact that Kamen stretches, that brings you out, is that a concern? Or tries to bring you out?
Maybe a little bit, that kind of could take a little bit away my rebounding game, but still, I think we won't worry about, him beating us with the jump shots.
How has Mikey looked to you back there?
Talking about yesterday's game?
Yeah.
I think, talking about yesterday, I think he did really well, and especially now when Ronnie is out, and I don't know if I'm gonna play. I think he's playing well, and so far I think he have proven himself at the practices and everything. So he can play as a backup 5 for sure.
How about Randolph as a 5? What are your thoughts of him playing big man as opposed to 3?
It depends of the matchup, like you said. But if it's a big guy, the only concern is, I think, for him is just not to get into foul trouble. That's, I think, the main reason is. But otherwise, he can rebound, he can block shots, and so he just have to be a little bit careful with guarding those big guys and not try to get fouls.